Okay, so here's the thing. I started knitting in December or January. It's now July, end of July. It's almost August. I've accumulated so many knitting supplies. From yarn stores, from garage sales, gifts from friends, from Joann's Fabrics, RIP, we lost a real one, Michael's, all sorts of craft stores, right? And if I'm traveling, I like to peek into any local yarn stores. So it's been a journey of collecting a bunch of stuff, and it's time to organize it. So I thought I'd bring you guys with me. Let's get into it. So just to give you an idea, this is the before. This is like my TV cabinet. You can tell it's just a mess. This drawer won't even close. This drawer is just like, every drawer is just completely full and disorganized. So we're gonna go through it all and try to make this whole cabinet a bit more cohesive. Oh my god, I have a spluted cake. It's totally falling apart. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. I think it can also go without saying that this is obviously an insane amount of yarn that I've accumulated. And I will be making a pile of yarn to like sell, donate, give away. Yarn and supplies, because there's just too much here. Okay, I think this basket I'm gonna put current whips in and finished projects in, just because I don't have that many like fully finished projects. You'll remember the sweater vest I made. What a feat that one was. That was like, took forever. And then there's a couple of scarves that I've made. These were like the first things I've ever knit. This was like my first time doing stockinette back and forth on straight needles, and I was like, why is it curving so much? I didn't realize that stockinette is best knit in the round yet. This is my current Sophie scarf whip, which is a mix of knitting for olive merino and knitting for olive mohair, and it's just so soft and nice, and I'm literally almost done with it. Honestly, I might not even put it in the whip bowl because I should just finish it tonight. I'm gonna leave it out because I need to remember to finish it. Then we've got our supplies bucket, and the thing I wanted to highlight is my friends DJ and Alan gave me for my birthday these Brooke Loves Knitting tags. Ooh, these are so fun. These are my friends for my birthday gave me tension rings. Look at how cool these are. And they're little plant stitch markers. I love them. This is so crazy. My cousin was at a Goodwill recently and just found a bag of yarn for sale for $5.99. It was all bagged up in this plastic bag and I hadn't opened it yet. This is 500 yards. It says sampler of the special. It doesn't say what type of yarn it is. It's definitely fingering weight, and it's definitely like a really beautiful dye. Look how gorgeous that is. It's like a salmon peach. This is so beautiful. I mean, this skein alone would be like $30 at a nice yarn store, you know? This is now my scrap bucket pile, and I'm gonna pop it right in there. I got a little bit overwhelmed yesterday and I did not finish organizing before I went to work. So let's make a matcha together and finish organizing my yarn supplies. I'm ready to organize again. I got myself to a pretty good place in terms of what yarn I'm keeping, what supplies I'm keeping, and where they're going in my credenza. But that did not include a space for all of my fabrics and needlepoint. I think the question becomes, do these go in the cabinet or do these go in my closet? I think they can go in the cabinet. I think I just need to rework a few things. Let's try it. I'm done, I finished. I'm feeling really good about the way things are organized now, and I put a poll on my Instagram if I should organize by project idea or yarn type, and I feel like I kind of did a mix of both because I could have gone deeper in my organizing by yarn type. Like I could have organized by yarn type and yarn weight, you know, and I didn't go that deep. I put all my nicer yarns in here, and to me, that's also like a project filter, because if I'm gonna go for like a fingering weight merino, that's gonna be probably a nicer yarn. Also, I'm not a yarn elitist. Like I don't mean nicer yarn as in the acrylic blend ones are not nice. Let me be clear. It's just, by nice I'm saying like more expensive from like more like a boutique yarn store. Versus over here, I have more of my blends. So for me, like this is where I bought things at Joann's, at Michael's, at thrift stores, or have my big basket of halfway used yarns. And again, there's some nicer yarns in here. Like this is a bamboo blend, but it's opened already. So this is where I'm gonna go when I need like a little bit of yarn. I have a ton of little balls of yarn, and I'm thinking like, what project could I make to connect all of these? I suppose I could make granny squares, but I'd like to make something that I'll use, and I'm not sure I'll use a granny square. In the middle here, I've organized by use case. So these are all my knitting specific supplies. Knitting and ends. I have stitch markers. I have like needle point ends, so for the end of my knitting needle, so the knitting doesn't slip off when I'm not working on it. General supplies, so I have my strings in here, my sewing kit, my lav mic. I know these seems like a random mix of things, but these are all things I use for arts and crafts or for my knitting videos. So those are there. Huge bucket of knitting needles, both straight and circular. And then these are my patterns that I've purchased and printed, and all of my fabric that I own in this bucket here. Also on top, special mention, my garden has been growing sage abundantly this summer, so I've made a bunch of sage bundles. I have a ton already, and I have a bunch of sage that's ready to be cut back again. So these will be, you know, gifts I give out all winter to friends. So yeah, I'm feeling much more organized in my yarn space now, and feeling like I know what kind of yarns I have, and I should probably catalog what yarns I have in a spreadsheet, so when I'm at a yarn store, I know if I have something already, or if I need more of something, how much I have on hand already. So that would probably be a pretty good idea. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos related to knitting, life coaching, crafts, all things creative and brave living. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care.